Hi Year 5 and welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. We're up to lesson 9.4 today. So this is Thursday the 2nd of August, lesson 9.4, and we're learning all about locating numbers on the number line today. Let's have a look at this number line we've got here. And we know that we are starting always at 0 on our number line. This number line is doing a really big jump to 1 million and then another really big jump to 2 million. I want you to try and work out where you would put a big 7-digit number on this number line. So remember, when we're using number lines, we always like to work out where the midpoint is. That gives us a little bit of direction. It helps us to work out what numbers are going to go before or after that midpoint. So the midpoint here, halfway between 0 and 100, halfway between 0 and 1 million is going to be what? It's going to be 500,000. Sorry about my very messy numbers. It's drawn with my mouse. Okay, so that's 500,000. 500,000. And then if I've passed 1 million, then this one's going to be 1,500,000. Remembering that if we're writing a number that is in the millions, it's going to be a 7-digit number. I want you to have a go at writing down some numbers and working out where they would go in the number line. So write down some 7-digit numbers between 0 and 2 million and work out where it would go in the number line. You can pause this recording while you do that for a moment. Okay. Where would a number go that was a little bit less than 1 million? A little bit less than 1 million is going to go right here, isn't it? Where would a number go if it was a little bit less than 2 million? Well, it's going to go about here, isn't it? If we divided our number line, I'm just going to rub some of that out. If we divided our number line into 10 equal parts, let's do that and see what we would end up with. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've broken our number into 10 equal parts between 0 and 1 million and 1 million and 2 million. If we were to break it up into that, what number, how many parts am I actually jumping? What am I indicating by each of these jumps if I've broken up my number line into 10 equal parts? Well, each of these parts is going to be 100,000, isn't it? Each jump I'm making is 100,000. So this is going to be 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, and so on. Once I've passed my 1 million, then I'm still jumping up by 100,000. The reason I know that is because there's 10 100,000s in a million. Now, that's a bit confusing, but when we look at it on a number line, it makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? So now I'm going 1,100,000. 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, 1,500,000, and so on. It's really good for you to be able to visualize these numbers on the number line to see where they actually belong, so that they're not just big numbers in your head or on your written down, but you're actually seeing where they go on the number line and where they are in comparison to where 0 is, and where they are in comparison to where other numbers are. So it's really important that you can see that. Okay, I'm just going to go out of this page and go now to our step in discussion. So if you have a look at your 9.4, you'll see this same page that I've got here. We're now looking at a vertical number line. So it is a thermometer. You know, sometimes that's used for fundraising. And it is, if you turn sideways, you can see that's just a number line, isn't it? It's vertical though, because it's going up and down. This poster was used to show the total funds to help build a new wing at a hospital. So we can look at the information we've got here so far. How much money was raised? Well, we can see very clearly that $2 million was raised. I know it's $2 million because it's a 7-digit number. We can see that they passed 1 million, so we know that we've got our 0 down here on our number line. What does each mark on the poster represent? Well, what we have to do there is we always have to count how many are between 0 and the first point. That's telling us what the number line's been broken into. So this one has been broken into 10 parts. I can straight away, I'm going to work out my midpoint. Remember, I always find that to be the best thing to do because then we can work out what's before and what's after it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my midpoint. So I already know that this is going to be 500,000 because I know that half of 1 million is 500,000 and that's my midpoint. I know that there is 10 100,000s in between 0 and 1 million, and this has been broken into 10 parts. So each of these parts is 100,000. Popping in this 500,000 is going to help me straight away because now I know which numbers are going to be below here and which numbers are going to be above. So now we need to work out how much each month is showing. Well, we already worked out March, didn't we? Because it's the halfway point. It was 500,000. So write that in. How many more jumps have we got to get to May? 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000. So I'm popping in 800,000 here. 800,000. Now I've passed 1 million. So from this point on, my numbers are going to be 1,100,000. So I'm going, okay, 1,100,000, 1,200,000. 1,300,000, 1,400,000, 1,500,000, and then I'm up to 1,600,000. Please write your numbers much more neatly than me. 1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,900,000. Check that you're writing the numbers correctly. It's easy, isn't it? Because we just say 1,900,000. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that crazy little squiggle there. Can you work out the increase in the amount raised from one arrow to the next on the poster? Okay. So you've got all your numbers written here. I'm going to go back. You've got all your numbers written here. You could work that out easily, couldn't you? So you could work out, okay, well, how much was raised between May and March? Well, in May, they raised 800,000. And in March, they raised 500,000. So you'd simply have to take away 500,000 from 800,000, and that way you can work out how much was raised in each point. You could go ahead and do that. You could write it down somewhere between over here if you like. Take away the amount, this amount from this amount, and you would work out how much was raised in all of those months. Where do you think September might be located, and why did you decide that? So have a think about where September is going to go. Think about your months and pop September in. Perhaps write down next to it why you decided September would go in that spot. How could each of the amounts, sorry, I'll just get off that pen. How could you use these marks to help you locate each of these amounts? Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to draw a line to each of those amounts on the number line. We've already written down all of your marks from the previous page, so go back to that one, those ones, and then please fill in these amounts on your number line. And our little frog friend says 1,290,000 is just a little less than a third mark above 1 million. Okay, because not all of these points are going to have an actual line, are they? So, but we can, if we know what the main points are, then we can say, well, it's going to be approximately in that spot. So 1,290,000, 1 million, and there's 290,000. Well, it's going to be just under here, isn't it? So it's not going to be right on the 300,000 mark, but I know where my 300,000 mark is because I've worked out how much space is between each spot on the number line. Have a look at your student journal, please. What it's asking you to do here is pretty much the same as what we've just been doing. And it's asking you to write the number shown by each arrow. Now, I encourage you to work out how many jumps there are in the first place between each of the spots and then go from there. I'm just going to make my screen size a little bit bigger there. Work out how many spaces are between each and go from there. I'll do the first one for you, and then I'd like you to go ahead and do it. So this one, I've gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 spaces. This is broken into 10 parts. So I can straight away work out where each of my arrows go. So I'm starting at 1 million. So this is going to be 1,100,000. Okay, so that's what it's going up by. Here's 1 million, 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,300,000, and so on. If you need to, write them all in, and then you'll easily be able to fill in those spaces. This next one up here, question number 2, same thing. This first one, don't get tricked by it because it's past 1 million now. We're between 1,100,000, 1,200,000, and 1,300,000. So this one's broken up differently. It is still in 10 parts, but it's going to be 1,110,000. Just have to put my extra arrow in there. 1,110,000. Okay, that's that first one. So use that as a bit of a guide for you to see how you go with that. Take your time, read the question carefully, look at the numbers and work out what they're broken into, please. And then you can go from there. Work out what the numbers are broken into first and then work out your numbers. Please let me know if you have any questions. Just send me a message on Dojo or question on Teams, or send me an email because I'd really love to help you. I don't want you to just be getting confused. I want you to be able to be learning and really understanding what you're doing. So please let me know if I can help you at any time. Thanks, Year 5, and I'll see you tomorrow for maths.